When I was about 6, we lived in north central Iowa in a little farming community. And my dad was a teacher at the little Christian school, and we lived in a little farmhouse. And the only place to get groceries in town was in a little general store. And we went there one time, and Christian school teachers don't make much money. So we didn't have a whole lot. And so there was never money for candy. We were fine, but there wasn't money for candy. And we went one time and I saw a piece of candy. I don't even remember what it was. I don't even think it was something I liked that much, but I took it and I put it in my pocket or held it in my hand or whatever. And somehow, I'm fuzzy on how, when we got home, my mom saw it and she knew I hadn't paid for it and she knew she hadn't paid for it. And instead of giving me a lecture or um, taking the candy away or letting me have it, she took me back to the store and she made me confess to the store owner, let's call him Mr. Drucker, that I'd stolen it. And Mr. Drucker was very stern with me, and I never stole again. It was pretty awful. And when my boys were growing up, every one of them, when they were like 3 or 4, I guess I was kind of an old thief at 6, but they all took a piece of candy in the checkout lane from the huge supermarket. Every one of them, I brought them back. One had somebody who was nice and gracious and said, oh, that was a good thing to do. Yeah. And one said, oh, let him keep it. And I said, And one said, loomed over my little boy and said, you know that you weren't supposed to take that. And my little boy was quaking in his boots and said yes. And thankfully, none of them have stolen again. But the point is of this. Yesterday, I was at the grocery store, and they have those. I love the little cards. Just love them, even if I pile them up too high. I don't like to dig down in. So, but they have 3 levels. And on the bottom, I put some Guinness for St. Patrick's Day stew, and I forgot it was there. And because I hardly ever put stuff on that way bottom, and the checkout lady didn't notice it, and the boy bagging my stuff didn't notice it, and I didn't notice it, and I got out to the car, and I was unloading, and the lady next to me said, oh, I'll bring your cart to the cart corral. I'm done already. And I thanked her graciously. She said, oh, don't forget your beer. And there it was, unpaid for. And I said, shoot. And she said, too late now. And she was such a nice lady, and I didn't want to look so pious, but I said, I can't do it. I got to go in. So I went in and paid for the beer. And this is the sad thing. People were shocked. They congratulated me for doing the right thing. And when did we get to the point where not stealing is laudatory? I don't know. But I didn't do anything good. Partly it's because I love the Lord. Don't want to steal, don't want to take what doesn't belong to me. And since I've been 6 years old, Mr. Drucker is in the back of my head. So don't steal. Mr. Drucker will come for you. St. Patrick's Day is coming up real fast. I've got my adults. Look at them. I've had them for so long. I don't have a drop of Irish blood in me. Makes me kind of sad. I wish I did. But we always celebrate somehow or another. And if you want to listen to some great music, go on Spotify. Find Rigel. I was going to have them playing. Shoot. Anyway, find Rigel. They have some great music. And I would always have my little grandchildren jig to it because it's so fun. Rigel, Rigel. And if you want to make something really yummy for St. Patrick's Day and you haven't done it and you don't have a family tradition yet, I've got a recipe for you. If you want to make something for your family that's really, really healthy, I haven't got a recipe for you. This is not healthy, but pistachio bundt cake, if you look there, I think it's all on there. See? You can pause if you want to make it. It's a package of yellow cake mix, 2 packages of instant pistachio pudding, a cup of water, 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, 4 eggs. They're coming down in price, I've been told. You mix that all up, put it in a greased, fluted tube pan, bake it for an hour or so till, you know the rule. Stuff got to come up. Cool it for 10 minutes. Combine glaze ingredients. 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of soft butter, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. Pour it over. Eat it. People will love you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.